So when I was on this 14-year confused, frustrated space, I was convinced that it was my physical condition that was causing me to not find love. Maybe for you it's not your appearance. Maybe it was, or is, lack of money. Maybe you think if you had more money, relationships would happen quicker. Men oftentimes have that one. A body shape. That if I was thinner, taller, this part was bigger, this part was smaller, then I would have the man of my dreams. Or woman. I'm here to tell you that I was so convinced that the reason why I wasn't happily in love or in relationships or having wild, crazy good sex was because of my body. That women would look at me and go, well, it's not at all what's on media as sexy, and therefore I can't be with you. And then here's what we do when we are in that negative spiral down, is we go gather evidence to prove it. I want you to write down in your notes what a belief is. A belief is just a thought you've made real or true and proven with lots of evidence. We have up to, I mean, depending on the studies, but we have supposedly 40,000 thoughts a day. And thoughts come and go like the rain. Thoughts are not our enemies, and they aren't our friends, they're just rain, coming and going. There's a handful of thoughts, though, that own our reality, that create our reality, and that's our beliefs. And a belief is just a thought that you've decided to prove is true. And in order for a belief to stay alive in your mind, you have to feed it with evidence. The only thing that a belief needs to stay alive inside of you is evidence. So you have to go out in your world and find evidence to support it. Even if you have to delete things, distort things, generalize things, fabricate things, your brain will just go out there, because a belief is just a little soldier that goes out and looks for ways to show that it exists. I'll give you an example in the dating and sexual attraction world. If you believe that you are not in a relationship because of how you look, then you will go find every person on this planet that is superficial and just cares about looks. And you will go, see, I knew it. That asshole over there, he only likes me for my body. He only doesn't like me because of my body. I mean, look how he just talked about girls. Or look at that girl. That girl over there just wants a guy because of money. Because look, she's going with that guy. He's got lots of money. I knew it. And so what you are doing is you are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. So for you, that's reality. It doesn't have to be that way, though. And the reason why I'm going kind of esoteric here and detailed is because I want you to start to see that how you see yourself is so imperative in how I see you, and how the people you want to be attracted to you see you, how you're, even if you're in a relationship or you're married, see you, your partners. How you see yourself is so critical in how others can see you. You know, I love the quote, not everybody likes him in the States, but there's this guy named Dr. Phil, right? And Dr. Phil has this quote that I just so believe in. It says, we teach people how to treat us. And I'm going to turn it on a sexual realm. We teach people how to desire us. And if we don't find ourselves desirable, no one else will. So is there a difference between good looking and attractive? You better believe it. Good looking is about facial symmetry, body structures, and it's cultural. It's not universal. It's about time periods that we're in. It's about parts of the world that we are raised in. It's about religious beliefs sometimes. There's a lot of factors that determine what our body decides is good looking. And some of it is DNA. Some of it is about, how youthful somebody looks. I mean, there's just tons of fascinating studies. But at the end of the day, good looking is not enough. By a raise of hands, have you ever met somebody so good looking that after a few minutes of being in their presence, you're like, oh my God, you're ugly? Raise your hands. Yeah. By a raise of hands, have you ever met somebody that was not good looking by society standards, but you're like, I want to be with you? Raise your hand. Of course, it's me. Anyway, what I'm telling you is this. Attractive is an energy. Write that down. Attractive is an energy. Good looking is a structure. And this is what I love about this, is that, so to continue the story, I was in my early 20s, and I met a young lady who was beautiful to me. She was just on paper everything I wanted. And I'll let you know what that is. I'll just tell you a little few. She was into personal growth. Oh, she was a vegan. And I'm not like a hardcore animal rights person, but like I don't eat animal products. And she was down with that, so she loved cooking for me. She loved to go to the gym with me. She was a personal fitness trainer. So she kept her body toned and exercised. She believed in family and wanted to have children. She was looking for a relationship, which I'll go into a little bit later, but a relationship where she could just surrender to her man. All these light bulbs were going off when I was with her. I was just like, light bulbs, that's fucking awesome. All these light bulbs were going off when I was with her, and I thought, you are the one. Ever had that moment? You're like, you're the one. Sometimes we drop that a little too early, right? Have you ever had you're the ones more than once? So I had this you're the one moment. And something insane happens to us when we have that moment. Either we're right, or we're not. And in that moment, I thought I was right. So we're on this date. We've been seeing each other for a few weeks or a month. Can't remember now. But we're in the car. And we just pulled out of Barnes & Noble, and we were reading to each other. Do you get how hot that is for me? We're reading to each other personal growth shit, alright? And I'm just like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It was hot stuff. So I just walked out of Barnes & Noble. We're in the car. She loves chai tea. I love chai tea. This car is smelling delicious. She smells so good. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me. I'm just thinking, I have everything I ever wanted in her. And then she says, Sean, we need to break up.